My marriage may be gone but the wind, but I'm still fabulous. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Real Housewives Atlanta season 12 episode, I don't know, but I do know this. I do know this. Miss Kenya was talking about being married, being in love, and all of this stuff. Well, she wasn't talking about being in love because we ain't seen that. It's up. But Kenya was shading Tanya for having a fiance and not being married, all of these things, being shady. And with the end of this episode, in the preview for the next episode, we see that she is going to be headed down a divorce. What will the lonely do? How the divorce say? But what's going on, y'all? I miss y'all, honey. Let's get to the tea. Real Housewives of Atlanta. So much going on, girl. I find it very hard to actually do these reviews now because we got NeNe Leaks over here talking to the Breakfast Club to myself. Now she ain't leaving Housewives and this and that. Girl, you know you need that check.
Write that check.
Because Greg ain't paying
And all your bills.
all of your bills. Come on, let's be honest. You know you need to check, so you're not trying to leave Housewives, but you are scared that they're gonna leave you down and not bring you back. Also, girl, you got Kandi doing a review of the show. You got NeNe going live and messing with her camera. It's a lot. But since I love y'all so much and I love my brand, I love everything I do, I have no issues going back and watching. But it is a lot doing all of that, trying to see what is going on. It's a lot. But girl, let's go get into it. Eva's baby shower, NeNe starting off being shady and saying that nobody has been to Eva's house. I can't name one or two scenes. Well, I can only name one scene where we seen Eva in her house. That's about it. She was laying in the bed. But we don't see Eva at her house. We don't see it that much. Eva, at this point, girl, I'm starting to think you are a little bit ashamed of your house and stuff. I'm starting to believe that narrative may be true. Girl, I wouldn't be. I'm like, come on in, girl, come on in. I would tell the girls, come on in. Like, girl, listen, like, Eva, we know you ain't worth no couple of $1 million or something. We know you doing good for yourself. But there ain't nothing to be ashamed. You ain't got to have no big house in Sandy Springs like the rest of these girls. Like, NeNe stay an hour outside of the city. That's how she able to have that big house. Like, girl, you fine. You got a kid, you got a family, you love, that's all. You ain't got to be out here trying to live rich and fabulous and stuff. Like, it's a mess. So they have the baby shower. I think the setup for the baby shower was beautiful. I love the baby shower setup. I love the sunflower. I think Cynthia did a good job making sure all that was together. I am screaming at homegirl Miss Shamia right here biting the head of the bottle to suck the orange juice out of it. That had me like, girl, what is the tea, honey? But you know, that was me, girl. She would have been gone, girl. She would have been inside. I would have turned that bottle inside out. Hello? Y'all already seen how I am on Twitter. Okay, hey, Miss Raheem. So much to talk about. Girl, that setup was, everything was nice. Miss Tanya pulled up. Miss Tanya and Sam sitting down with Miss Kenya. Canada brought them to the table. Kenya's trying to get Tanya and her husband to come to the benefit thing. And Tanya's just like, girl, I'm going to give Paul the option to decide if he wants to come or not. Which I think is complete. Tanya is a good woman, Savannah. She is a good woman. She said, you disrespected my marriage, you disrespected my husband, so I'm going to let my husband decide what he wants to do, if he wants to be around this foolishness or not. And girl, Tanya had a good read for Miss Kenya, talking about her husband right here throwing an event, he don't even live in Atlanta, and now you need his attention. Girl, here for it. Kenya should have thought about that. Kenya, you are not highly connected in Atlanta like that. You like common folks, but big name celebs, you ain't pulling it like that, girl. Like these celebs be wanting, you need to pay me. I ain't doing stuff for free for you. Girl, what's because Kenya, you won't do the same thing. You're not a perfect person I see doing stuff for free for folks just for benefit and stuff. Miss NeNe Leaks was drunk boots when it came to dressing the folks up in the outfits and stuff, the tissue. I think the homegirl was dressed to impress the one Kenya. I think they deserved that. But Miss NeNe, she was drunk boobs, girl, and I don't know if she was drunk, but she was on another level when she was on Watching What Happens Live. I was like, girl, I guess she was high for getting a check or something, high for being seen so she can get a steady paycheck or something. But girl, she was out here talking crazy on Miss Watching What Happens Live, and then Andy had to tell her, girl, you can't say that. You can't say that. Miss NeNe said that she is ready for the reunion. She is ready to clown the girls. She's ready to read. She's ready to drag. NeNe Leakes, you say that every season, every reunion, you're gonna be doing this and that, like make it, and then you get to the reunion, you be a puppy. So whatever you took before you went on Watch What Happens Live, whatever you bumped into to get on Watch What Happens Live, I hope you use that same bump to get your butt on that reunion and talk, because if you're gonna be sitting there to myself, I guess, and this and that, then I'm good for you not being on the next season. I'm good for you not being on the next season. Period, poo. But Miss Tanya and Sam, I'm rooting for Tanya and Sam. Tanya and Sam is doing what she needs to do, just enough for the city, and I love it. Kenya around here causing all this havoc, all this harm and stuff. Now she wants somebody to have some sincerity because her husband is fake ass for-profit prison stuff he do. I don't know what he doing, girl. The black man's lab. Let me go ahead and get to that whole event. That whole event was the ghettoest shit I have ever seen in my life. Nothing was together. Girl, that event like they was serving deviled eggs and wine out of a box. Come on, this got to be real. The whole event just looked wackety, wickety, whack. Y'all had the damn two women that be sitting next to Donald Trump at the front with pens and shit. Like, it was just so ghetto. It was just so unorganized. Y'all, even the list, even just the energy was just like, I didn't even know what was the purpose of Black Man Lab. Like, what is it? What is this donation going to? I don't know the mission statement. I know nothing about what Marc is trying to do. Everything, and Kenya set up the whole event. She did everything to even making sure this man had an outfit on. And he didn't even thank her one time. Not one time did he get on that mic. From what we saw on the show that she got asked to come back on, we didn't see him thank her at all. And you right here causing harm and havoc to everybody else's relationship and marriage and talking about who ain't engaged. Maybe you should still be engaged with Marc to the point that you can just call the wedding, you can call everything off and not have to go through a whole divorce situation. I'm not gonna say that Kenya is experiencing karma, because I honestly don't slightly even believe in karma. I think karma is a bunch of bull crap that we want. It's a scheme that Todd set up to us to make it seem like that bad folks get what's good to them, what's due. But a lot of times bad folks don't experience nothing. Like, we got all this trash politicians out here doing all this havoc, and they ain't experiencing no type of. But yeah, girl, Miss Kenya, she just been trash and ugly to everybody. So it's just, I don't know. The only thing Kenya did for me this episode was give Miss Cynthia Bailey some harsh truths that Cynthia definitely needed to take into consideration. She has every reason to be able to question what is going on with that. And Cynthia, girl, you need to listen to Kenya, because Kenya knows about all of that, girl. She knows about heartbreak. If there's anything that Kenya is, if it's anything that Kenya is knowledgeable on, is heartbreak. So do not be rushing into no relationship or no marriage with Mike. Hill made it, and he got 2 unsuccessful marriages, and he got, some kids that he talking about some cheating on their mother in front of. It's just like, even that was a red flag. He's a good man, but how good is he? Everybody can be a good man some way, shape, or form. A good man can be somebody paying the light bill on time. But there's a good man out here protecting and loving you and treating you and listening to what you are saying. And Cynthia, from what we seeing, it don't seem like it. I'm not rooting for Mike Hill made it. I just have some questions for it. Like, I don't know, like, he seems like he's an attractive guy, but that whole situation and how you talk about him cheating and you trying to figure out what's going on and he kind of dismissing, he needs some counseling. And the counseling therapy don't necessarily help everything. It takes years and years and years. And I don't think you got some years, Cynthia, the way you be talking. You act like you gonna turn into dust tomorrow. Cynthia, you beautiful. Find somebody else, girl. It'll be all right. So let's go ahead and talk about Miss Wendy Williams talking to, what's that girl name? Miss NeNe Leakes. Girl, it is like, girl, y'all been having some type of spat online, and then seeing y'all have a conversation because she revealed some information and stuff, saying that she was not going to return, and that you're dealing with something that you have not said anything about, which has people speculating, has Greg had another baby on you, which I am not sure to believe, but there was a rumor saying that Greg had a baby outside the marriage. And Wendy said that NeNe is experiencing something that is very devastating and that she can't. It has nothing to do with her health or Greg's health or whatever. Take with that whatever you want. Do whatever you got to do with that. But NeNe's talking about she don't want to go on the trip. 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 Then don't go on the trip. NeNe, don't go on the trip. If you don't want to go on the trip, then don't go on the trip. Why do you keep telling us that you don't want to go on the trip? Don't go on the trip, girl. If you ain't interested in going on the trip and them girls getting on your nerves that bad, then don't go on the trip. Ain't nobody finna be making me do anything that I don't want to do. You don't want to go on the trip, then don't go on the trip. Stop telling us about it. Stop telling us about it. You don't want to go. You ain't got no choice because you need that paycheck. You need this money, and it's okay, girl. I got bills too. But don't be out here, I don't know. They're getting my nerves. These girls, oh my God. Girl, what? You knew you was going on a trip, so shut up. So we get to the event, girl. Ghetto mess, hate it. Kenya put all this stuff together. You make sure this man outfit together. Like, it's just, girl, it just feels so. At this point, Marc and Kenya's relationship, marriage, whatever you want to call this week, looks so bad that I am honestly hoping and praying that this whole ish has been fabricated, and I hope it's a scheme that Todd came up with us, because it is so bad. I cringe anytime he speaks around her, anytime he dismisses her, to the point that I don't even find it funny no more. I am like, Jesus, the disrespect that he gave was enough. Come on, Kendra from Chase Atlanta. It was just the disrespect that he continues to give Kenya is so disgusting. And it's just like, how can she be sitting allowing this, and she just, and she talk all this mess and she do all this other stuff, and she, it's just too much. It's too much. It's just, I don't get it. Kenya, I don't get it, girl. I'm gonna pray for you. But Marc coming in, and girl, shut the hell up. And not even speaking to the person who's supposed to be the host of the show is ghetto, unprofessional, and unbecoming as somebody who's trying to throw some event. Like, girl, he should have been there before everybody. Like, it's your event, and it just looked like stuff ain't being ran smooth. It just looks very trash. You walk right past the host. Then you asking people to speak without letting them know, hey, I need you to speak. That lets me know that this whole thing was ill prepared. And then y'all did this shit right in front of a construction site, so I know the venue that y'all paid for gave y'all a Groupon discount. Girl, it was very ghetto. I did not like it. Cynthia seemed to be catching on to it too. She was like, girl, why would he not come speak to us? Like, it was just, Mike just looked confused. Mike looked like he just a man. He just like, all right, this shit fucked up, but I ain't gonna do too much about it because I ain't trying to be no man, no woman or whatever. I ain't trying to bitch. But the shit looked ghetto. It looks ghetto. I don't like it. Marlo shows up. Tanya shows up. Tanya like, where I sit at. She ain't got no seat with everybody else. Kenya making it a big deal. She was being extremely petty. Like, she talking about she being the host. Girl, you was not the host. You were the seat person. You was the petty person going to make sure that folks that you don't like don't sit where the people you do like. It was just tiring. Like, Kenya, one time you'll jump up and say, it's about black empowerment, it's about black this. Then you'll go back and being the villain talking about something, oh girl, these people probably didn't even show up. You talking about $250 a ticket for that little cheap ass event? Girl, go sit down. I just was like, oh my God, I was just so over this whole thing. I was like, get her out of here. I just didn't want to see. You're getting the boot right now. Your opinion doesn't count. And your donation don't count. It's like, where's this money going to? Hopefully it goes to getting them rat and roaches out of Marc's restaurant in New York, girl. Girl, they said them roaches right there tap dancing on plates and dental silverware shit. So maybe that's where the money went to. The lab to be able to get them lab rats and them roaches and stuff out there restaurant. Girl, I ain't got time, girl. It's a mess. I've already talked about how disrespectful Marc is to Kenya, telling her, like, girl, sit down. You probably telling Kenya to sit down because she was right here causing havoc and being trash for folks sitting in the seat. Like, man, Marlo had every right to say, girl, I'm bringing my 2 boys. You talking about some black men lab. I'm going to bring 2 boys that I'm raising. Marlo had every reason to do that. And that's a situation y'all should have accommodated that. I'm pretty sure Marlo can, jingle a couple of white balls and stuff and get $500. I'm pretty sure she got a couple of dollars she can get out some old white man. So I don't understand what the issue is. Like, girl, if you're gonna charge $250 per seat for 2 black kids, you have to be kidding me, Kenya. Girl, you ain't gonna spend $250 for this whole event. Get her out of here, please. I knew they was gonna play a little thing with us with the whole ending. That was him just saying he didn't want the cameras. He was tired of the cameras. He's sick of it. He even talking to these folks. He said he don't like the TV. He don't like all this coming with this. Marc gives the whole speech. The whole time he talked. Not one time did we see, for what we saw on Housewives, him thank Kenya for anything. Thank his wife, acknowledge his wife at all. Woo! I love to see it mess. So we end this episode possibly of a divorce for Miss Marc and Miss Kenya. We don't know what's going on. She right here crying tears or whatever, sad, and telling everybody stabbing her in the back. But girl, you was the same person that brought this unknown Cookie Monster lady to a thing to make Tanya feel shaken up about her husband talking to. It's just, and I'm glad Marlo said, girl, no, we gonna talk about it. Like Kandi, I'm gonna tell you, like Kandi, I love you, you know I love your reviews, girl, but let me tell you something. I know you don't even believe in what Marc and Kenya got going on, even with their little Black Dexter's Laboratory bullshit, because Kandi always drops huge buckets of coin when it comes to stuff like this. The fact that Kandi gave the same amount as Portia and Dennis, any other time, Kandi would have been out here go $10,000, $15,000, because I'm gonna write this shit off on my taxes anyway. Kandi said, I ain't writing my shit off to that damn scam ass shit. She probably wasn't interested in that stuff. She didn't believe it. And then Kandi told me, I said, y'all be nice to Kenya. Girl, Kenya, just like NeNe said, I watched what happens, like, girl, all that havoc and stuff she called, they said, girl, as much as she was out here shading Tanya, she gonna get what's coming. Period, poo. And that's on prenatal pills. I loved it. They're gonna be in Athens, Greece next week. Some drama for your mama. NeNe did say on Breakfast Club that she did spit on her or tried to spit on her or something. Girl, we gonna see it and it's gonna be a mess. Y'all, for those who are interested in the reunion watch party, you better get ready, because I am going to start selling tickets for the reunion watch party. I don't know when the first part of the reunion is. I think it's always in May. So I'm just letting y'all know to get y'all stuff ready, because I'm about to slay y'all. It might be actually April, honestly. So get ready. For those who are interested, you might as well go ahead and find out and get ready to get those tickets. I'm gonna be selling, because y'all know they sold out like this last year. When I sold them tickets last year, girl, they was gone, and all y'all was emailing me asking for extra tickets. So you might well go ahead and do what you gotta do. Get yourself on some waiting list and email me and say something like, girl, what's the tea? I need to go ahead and get my tickets now. So I will be getting ready to sell those. I will let you know about that. Until next time, tell me what y'all thought about this review of Housewives of Atlanta, girl. If you like it, you didn't. Let y'all out. Let me know what you feel about the review in my comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
You in my arms and never